Hi, welcome to the Drama Coach. This channel is a community for young actors and students, along with their parents and their teachers, to learn together and share all things drama.
Here's my top tips for public speaking. First of all, I'd like you to think about your feet, your hands, and your face. I'm going to break these down in detail. Plant your feet. Put them securely and flat on the floor, perhaps a shoulder width apart, and really ground yourself to the floor. I'm not saying you can't move around. By all means, especially if you have a big stage, use it, but use it with purpose. If you want to go for a walk to the other side and gesture to your PowerPoint, for example, do it and do it with purpose. And then when you stop there, stop again. Plant those feet. Don't allow yourself to sway. I've seen it. I've seen really important people give speeches and be swaying or shuffling between their feet, and it can be really off-putting. So not only does it look better for your audience, but it feels better for you to plant your feet. Then think about switching on your face. I will come right back to your face again at the end of the video, but make sure your face, your eyes, your mouth is engaged in what you are saying. Your hands. Now, if you find you fidget a lot, there is an option to put your hands together and it will stop you from fidgeting. And you will have probably learnt this from watching your talks back or preparing in front of a mirror or using a trusted individual. All of those things I advise. It's really good to get feedback. And if you are watching yourself for feedback, try and get over the whole cringe, not enjoying looking at yourself or listening to your voice. Once you get over that, you can watch it objectively. If you've got time, maybe have a little break before you watch yourself back. Watch it objectively, looking at things like, am I wandering, or do I need more breath there? So that's another side point from hands, face and feet, is to watch yourself back. So if you find you're fidgeting, coming back to hands, you can put them together. But if you can learn to use your hands freely, it is so useful and empowering because it actually helps you think, actually helps you remember to be free with your hands. So to keep them open gestures, showing that you are honest and meaning what you say, open gestures. But of course, these can help you tell your story. And I'll come to telling a story in a minute. Perhaps you're talking about the north and the south. So you need to gesture, or the sun and the moon. Or bear in mind with this that it will be the opposite for your audience. If you're doing left and right, that will be flipped. So your left will actually be their right and vice versa. So be careful with left and right. But other than that, use your hands to tell your story. So that's hands, face and feet. On the subject of telling a story, you can use a personal story if you're happy to do so. Or you can use a famous, well-known story or an element from somebody famous and popular's life. Perhaps you can tie the two together. Something that will hook your audience in. It's human nature to enjoy a story. So if your talk can have a story to it, fantastic. You'll be on to a winner there. Next, to enhance your confidence, think about your posture. You may well know about the sort of power stance, and the way that you hold yourself will convince your brain that you are feeling powerful and confident to speak. So again, along with those planted feet that we talked about, make sure you are stretching out your shoulders, your neckline, standing tall, because that will really help you. You can also think about, alongside your posture, how you use your space. I touched on walking before. Do you want to have a lectern, a chair, a table, nothing at all? I personally find a lectern can be a bit of a barrier between the audience and the speaker, but perhaps you want to start there and then move away from it. And think about your resources. Is it a PowerPoint or any other props and things that you need to use? Because of course, if you're planned and prepared, again, you're going to be confident. All of these things will feed in together to help you give a really good presentation or speech. I also find breathing essential for any public speech. I'll tag in diaphragmatic breathing that I advise for just about anything drama or public speaking related. But you want to make sure before you give this speech that you are breathing properly, taking some deep breaths, which will calm you and focus you, but also doing it throughout your speech. You will need that extra power when you need to sustain a phrase or make a point, and also to give you the ability to project. So make sure you're practicing your diaphragmatic breathing and not getting your breathing to be shallow, which will make you feel panicked and will make your voice quieter and is just no use to you at all. So stick to that diaphragmatic breathing. Now, my final point for public speaking, and I've put it final because I actually think it's the most important, is finding your why. Why are you giving this speech or this talk or this presentation? Hopefully it's not my boss or my teacher told me to, but if it is, then find your why within that as you're writing your story and putting it together, or even before you put it together. Why do you want to give this speech? Simon Sinek, in his 2009 TED Talk speech, he talks about the why, and he's got his golden circles there. You can check that video out for yourself. He's got his golden circles, and in the middle is the why. And it's the why that companies, if they focus on the why first, they do better. If companies think about the what and the how and then the why, they don't tend to do so well. So I've given you the how, loads of tips on your public speaking. You know the what you are going to give the speech on, but come up with your why. If you can feel connected to what you are delivering, then the passion will just ring through and you'll be connected to your audience. Oh, on the subject of the audience, don't listen to anyone who's telling you that whole picture of them naked or in their underwear or in their pajamas rubbish. Personally, it's just a waste of time on your brain using your imagination there. Use your imagination for everything that you are doing. And just remember that the audience are on your side. They've turned up to see you, to hear you. They want you to do well. They want to enjoy your great story. So have that in your head and in your heart to give you confidence. And if it turns out that's not actually the truth and they don't want to be there, at least you imagining them wanting to be there is going to make you feel better. But I'm sure they do want to be there. So thanks to you for watching this, because actually it was really nice for me to think a little bit about my why as I made this presentation for you. And my why is the community that I'm building here. I get really excited every time I make a new video because I'm trying to reach out and help people learn from my experience, from my students' experience, and also to learn together. The amount of comments I've had recently saying, that really helped me, or thank you for making that video, it honestly lights me up. No hint intended, but if you want to comment, then feel free. It lights me up and it just helps back up my why I do this, to build up the Drama Coach community and to help learning together. So on that subject, if there's something you found helpful, brilliant, please like, share this video. But if there's something in this video that's missing that you think, hey, this worked really well for my public speech, please share it. Please drop a comment so that other people can learn from that as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye.
If you found this video useful, or you know someone that it can help, then please give it a share. Like and subscribe to be part of the Drama Coach community where we all learn together.